Welcome back to DAVEspn. It's July 26, about 8 o'clock in the evening, 73 degrees. The sun is setting. We're at Washington Premier FC, the grounds of Washington Premier FC. They are not competing, however. The Port Orchard team will face Crossfire in the CPL1 semifinals for 2024, which will get underway as the sun sets for one of these teams and their hopes for a championship. You may recall last year, Port Orchard won in dramatic fashion to be promoted from CPL2 to CPL1, so we'll see if we can recapture some of that magic on this very same field. Of course, I'm joined tonight by goalkeeper emeritus, watercolor artist, Caleb Tucker, the Abbott to my Costello.
Always great to be here, Dave.
I really don't know what I'd do with you. I'm getting really used to your game calling because you know a lot more about soccer than I do, and I'm really happy about that. Today, because I'm going to have to jockey with the silhouettes and the sun, and I've got a monopod up here, I got a feeling the stands are going to get pretty full. We're going to rely on your commentary more than ever. All right, we'll catch you later at the kickoff.
Insert walkout music here. Note to self. POFC
all right.
Taking the field.
There they are. Our referees for the evening. That's the same field ref that we saw in our last friendly. And she did a very good job. It looks like the starting 11 will be out there. Notably absent still Connor Loudon. Peter Radovich pulled hamstring, so he will not be on the field of battle today either. All right. You can tell by the shadows, the sun is setting. We should have the lights on by the second half, that's for sure. Meanwhile, the captains are greeting one another. The referees are taking a moment to explain the rules. No, you can't use your hands. No eye gouging. Now the referees will synchronize their watches, compensate for the curvature of the earth, and make their way east and west on the sidelines as the field judge gets ready for everyone to come on out and get this party started. Courtesy of our hosts here at Washington Premier, we have a food truck right next to the goal where the players can enjoy a frosty beverage or a hot dog.
Flicked on Devano early. High kick, run into, given the penalty, but it looks like it's going to be outside of the box. Probably the right call there.
Wow, very first play, and I was lost in the sun trying to.
So yeah, kickoff went back to Hunter Milbrot. Milbrot pushed it forward. It had a flick on. I think that was Johnson flicked it on to Devano. Devano went in and got his foot taken out from him. There is a discussion at the ball right now.
Trying to determine whether it's a PK or right outside the box. Outside the box?
I think there was still set on outside of the box, and then ref's going to move everybody back. Crossfire does not want to go quietly too early. They want to get them, feet under themselves.
Well, there you go. Right from the whistle, we got some good excitement here in the CPL1 as usual.
Crossfire does give their keeper a good chance to set up. Slightly central position. Devano over the ball. Direct shot low to the left corner. Johnson running onto it, but slipped past him out for a goal kick. Hey, we'll take chances to start all day long. Let them absorb the pressure.
I'm really losing the action in this sunlight here.
Oh, cross poorly. Devano intercepts, bounces around. He's got it. He's
looking for some teammates.
Looking to square the ball. Has Cyrus in support. Does drop it back to Cyrus. Johnson comes down, tries to make it to the end line, gets pulled down. It's still being held on to. No call. Crossfire looks to clear it out of danger. Heel flick doesn't quite get there. Hustle Johnson's back on it. POFC showing some early control and composure. Porter Herbig.
What does it look like we got on the back line here?
Porter Herbig on the left. Hunter Milbrodt handling the center, and Aiden Harvey
on the side.
Aiden just the flag doesn't go up. It stays in. Gets it up to Devano. Devano's got 2 on him. Has to move backwards. Moves it back to the keeper. Porter comes in. Pressure high with Porter.
Pressure.
Gets around Caleb Gilbert. Let's see if we can start a counterattack. Tries a 1-2 give and go, but intercepted by Crossfire. Crossfire resets it.
So an early scoring opportunity. It's still 0-0, but very first play, Devano goes down just outside the box and takes a hit for the team. Cannot convert.
Long crossing.
Diagonal.
Cyrus covering, flags up.
That's out.
It's out of bounds. Into touch. So good shape on the defense. Aiden Harvey's side, but let Cyrus come back to fill up a 4. Flicked on by Devano off the Crossfire chest or head. He'll finding some room to move the ball into the midfield early. Javi flicks the pass to intercept Caleb Gilbert over to knock it out of bounds. You know, you hear Jordan in the background setting up his defense, following them the whole way. Looking for a mid to high line on POFC right now and covering the shifts. Pressured by Ben, pressured by Caleb, flicked up. Now there's a chance for Crossfire to get it through the back line, but can't get there. On to Johnson. Johnson flicks it forward, but just too far for Ben. Wilkinson. Crossfire collects and looks to switch play, and now decides to go ahead and do that. Well brought down and control. Devano to pressure to move him backward. And again, Crossfire switches it back over. Crossfire pressuring with 3, now almost 4 up on the front lines. Just around Gilbert. Porter's got to shut him down on the side. And does. Back, ball squared in. Cyrus is going to let it go out for a goal kick. Crossfire is going to stay up. Hunter's going to try and make him pay with a long ball down the line. That's into the wind, so it floated on him a little bit, and it just pushed right out of bounds.
How do you like that? We got a food truck at one end, and right in the middle of the field, they put up the Cascadia tent to block our view.
Nothing's easy here at DAVEspn.
I'm telling you, we're going to have a word with the management about the production standards that we expect. So this is truly a David and Goliath situation right here. Crossfire, one of the most noteworthy and largest soccer clubs in the Pacific Northwest, They must have, they brought 3 teams from U5 all the way up to U23. You do the math, they all pay a few $1,000s a year to have their children buy kits, brand new kits every 2 years as well. And so you do the math, they are a very well-heeled organization. While Port Orchard is in their 2nd year of existence, they're a standalone semi-pro team. Oh, good tackle. Mike, was that Mike went down?
No, Ben.
Oh, Ben, okay. Another good tackle. A little shove in the back, ref's letting it go. In any event, we got a David and Goliath situation. Another drop, ref is just looking the other way, right?
At this point, yes. Gonna let them play right now. The POFC needs to take note of that and make sure to press hard on those 50-50, 60-40 balls.
So Crossfire has access to a lot more players with the population density of Seattle behind them, while Port Orchard is an adorable community up near Bremerton. And the players that migrate up there, they play for the love of the game.
It's a great game, Dave.
It's a beautiful game. Here we go.
Crossfire's still looking for a way through the midfield. Looks to switch play, and they got to come back to try and save that and just don't get back to it.
Yeah, that was unforced error right there.
Was.
There's nobody to pass to. I think he was expecting his teammate to be there, but he wasn't there. Hey, do you notice something unusual about the Crossfire jerseys? Let's see how long it takes you to figure out there, Dr. Tucker. You notice anything unusual about the Crossfire jerseys?
I do not.
Okay.
We'll have to get back to that.
That was a trick question.
All right.
I didn't think they had numbers on the back because I'm looking. I can't see the numbers on my screen.
No, they're gold.
But they're gold. Okay.
They're gold.
Gotcha. All right, you didn't fall for it.
Again, Crossfire has to pull it all the way back to the defense from an attacking position. POFC's just really shut them down. Ben Wilkinson on to pressure. Pressures the goalkeeper to put it out of bounds.
Good job, Wilkinson. Ben Wilkinson, a late addition to the team.
Played a little bit last year, but came free. Oh, I'm going to call that one. Looks like Johnson came through the back.
One of the challenges of coaching for Pat Leonard, Summer League semi-pro ball, you got guys coming and going. You got recent high school players, you got college guys coming home, and then you got the guys, the older guys who want to see what they got left in the tank. And you got to juggle all of those concerns with summer vacations and family demands.
Good move on the edge by Crossfire to get. Hunter's got to step up after gets around Porter. Oops. And Crossfire wins a corner kick. So this is going to be one of their first scoring opportunities here.
I think that's, what's his name? The guy from UW. Yeah. Soto, maybe? Is that his name?
Sounds right. Had a good move to the end line.
I think he's probably their ringer for the night.
He takes it all the way to the back post. Oh, shot on goal.
Jordan snags it. I think it was a header.
Oh, yeah.
Tries to get it to Mike for a quick counterattack, taking off Mike's feet, and Crossfire is going to try and control it from there.
Here we go, same guy, number 3.
You're correct, Christian Soto.
Christian Soto, yeah.
Oh, headed in well. Jordan's there to collect.
All right, Jordan bringing his A game today. Meanwhile, I'm struggling up in the stands with a monopod. Normally I have a tripod, but the monopod, of course, well, mono, Latin for one. Basically, I got my camera on a stick up here.
Even matches, both teams attempting to control and look to pick apart the defense. Both are also playing a similar formation. Two runners for Crossfire now. They look over that side. Cyrus is there to intercept. Kolby touches into space, drops it back to Aiden Harvey. Oh, Harvey had Devano on a run, still looks for him, but in the way. Cyrus's touch up the line is just a little heavy and out of bounds. As the sun sets. Deeper cut this time by Crossfire. Again, can't find anything on that wing. They're looking to put Soto on. It's against Gilbert right now. Let's see if he can do any tricks. Decides against it, moves it back. Crossfire controls at midfield. POFC will slowly move to trap. Not coming with heavy pressure. Just trapping up.
There he is again. Offsides? No. But he can't get there in
Keeps
time.
it in. Wow, to the back of the goal, just over Jordan, but Harvey's there. Put a head on it to make sure that nobody
Good job,
did.
Harvey. Man, I thought that was going out.
Well centered.
Soto again.
Heel flick doesn't work through Cyrus.
They're going to run
Shuts that
everything
down.
through him.
Splits the defense, gets through two, but can't control it past that.
Cyrus pursuing.
Excellent move to get it out of danger and stop the attack. Little out of shape now, so Cyrus moves back to the right.
You said Cyrus is out of shape.
The defense pushed the defense
all right,
a little
come on,
out of shape. Cyrus had to recover. Otherwise,
Apologize for
Kolby
that,
would have had to
Cyrus.
cover for him.
You're in great shape, Cyrus.
Great shape, absolutely.
And Cyrus is going to do the honors on the throw-in.
I'll let any of the comments from the video cover that.
Here we go. This is the tent cam.
On to Wilkinson, back to Cyrus, to Aiden Harvey, who switches play. Pressured by Soto, knotted down by Porter onto Caleb Gilbert. Soto goes to the ground to win the 50-50 ball, and Crossfire controls back. Looks to try to work it up their right side. Tries to put him on. Porter's there to intercept. Up to Caleb. Flicks it on under pressure. Well, that was Devano with challenge again. It was let play. Tries to catch the edge. Does catch the edge. Being held on to. But it's going to look. You got Ben in the middle. Puts it on the ground. Tries to get around one. Pops it back to Kolby. Kolby takes a quick shot.
Oh.
But just to the left. Keeper wants to make sure, dives full stretch to make sure that it's out. But good combination of Devano working that left side into Ben on the ground to try to get a quick ball. Crossfire defends
We will see
well
your
enough.
Soto and raise you a Devano.
Again, Crossfire's been having better luck coming down their right side, POFC's left. Puts it in the middle, not going to get it past Hunter. Controls into space, plays a little keep ball. Through one, through two.
Not sure why he's waiting for a triple team.
Gets Gilbert free, puts Johnson on. Johnson moves into space, has Ben on his right in support. Devano on the left, does find Ben eventually. Cyrus to overlap. Ben looks for space in the middle over to Kolby. Kolby now finds Johnson out to Cyrus. Cyrus is going to look to square the ball. Moves it in off a Crossfire player block. It stays in bounds.
Wow.
Now it's out.
Really? That stayed in bounds? No, it did not.
So it went out of bounds in the air. Wind blew it back in, so it never bounced out. But the linesman did put the flag up for a corner kick.
You know, often in life we don't stop to take note of Mother Nature and the beauty all around us.
It's the sunset.
Tonight is not one of those nights,
wind.
but only for a brief moment. So who's going to do the honors over there?
Johnson's setting up with his
Derek Johnson?
left foot.
We're going to focus over here because he's got nobody short to kick it to.
Everybody's running in from the back
Ball's
post.
in the air.
Short. Cleared by Crossfire. Cyrus has to go to it, but Crossfire controls first. Puts on is pressuring hard.
Counter.
Flick by Javi. Gets in front of it and goes back to Jordan Hadden, who collects. As Hunter, Aiden, and now Porter in support. Pushes it over to Hunter. Hunter looks up, going to clear it up. Looks to put Ben on. It's going to float a little bit, but a well-struck ball. Ben does get under it. Gets around one man, gets to the end line. As Devano on the far post and Johnson in the center of the field. Ben decided to put it short to Johnson for a strike on goal, but with sliding interception by Crossfire.
So both teams seem to be sort of just feeling each other out here and not really going for home runs right off the bat, with the exception of Mike's initial touch.
Really are. Switches it now, looks for Soto on the Crossfire right side. Gilbert out to pressure. Gets a foot in front of it. Takes it off. Still has somewhat control of the ball, but bounces through his feet.
That's how you play defense right there. That boy Gilbert. Crossfire is going to maintain possession.
Soto underlaps. Two in the center waiting. He's
Still
open
in.
with a clear.
And that's going to be a corner?
It should be a corner. Crossfire had two attacking at the top of the six. Ball looked to try to go on the ground. POFC, I couldn't see exactly who it was, cleared it out.
How about Gilbert on Soto?
Tell you
That's
what,
a highlight for that guy.
I will take that all day.
I'll be showing my grandkids that if I were
I'm
Gilbert.
honestly, I'm not surprised though.
Yeah.
Gilbert's got really, really good instincts for the ball.
There it is in the air.
Up for Aiden Harvey. Crossfire gets to it first, but Aiden's there to defend. Johnson just clears it out. Puts Devano on with a good touchdown. He has one to beat. One coming back in support. Gets it around one. Gets it around two. Is now on goal. Finds the side netting.
No.
Keeper comes out to
Keeper
cut
came
the
out
angle.
to mess with the triangulation of Devano's vector there.
Great run on.
Great run by Devano.
We don't want to get caught ball watching though.
Yeah.
Crossfire looking to come back quickly, puts it to the left side, keeps it in bounds. Cyrus is there to pressure. Have two again sitting in the center with the third coming on. Kolby again puts it up. Devano was in an offsides position, so he had to come back on to onsides.
What a run by Mike.
Before looking to trap again. Crossfire looks up their left side, but doesn't like it. Looks to possibly switch field, but can't quite get it there. POFC traps him on this side. Down the line. Aiden Harvey on. Aiden Harvey off. Crossfire should be a blue throw, and it is.
Blue throw, Aiden Harvey. There's a guy with no peaks, no valleys, just consistently high-quality defense. I mean, the guy is just a machine. He's the anchor of that defense.
Long throw
Last
up
season
to Wilkinson.
and this season.
Off Crossfire. Oh, wow. Assistant referee says no. Ben got a thigh to that. Crossfire again up the left, has been pushed. Wants to touch it up the line in an offsides position. And it should be a blue throw off Crossfire line.
They are having better luck going down the other side. No offense, Gilbert, but they have to pick their poison. They either got Aiden Harvey on this side or Gilbert on the other.
Gilbert and Porter, Herbig.
Yeah, right, Porter.
Long throw, doesn't get all the way to Ben. Crossfire moves it to the middle with the head. Flicked backwards with pressure from Devano, and now they're looking to switch fields. Looks for a check run through the middle, but just closed down by Kolby. POFC is going to try to push him again to their left side. Looking for the switch field, but blocked off. Should be in about the 18th minute right now. No clock today, but we're
0-0. That's what we got you. You can't spell clock without Caleb. Well, there's a C in it, right?
Triangle from Crossfire, keeps possession, holds it back, has a runner on the right side, looks to find the runner, but floats the ball a little bit. Caleb steps in, gets up to Devano quickly. Devano doesn't get a great first touch on it, but still on it.
Stays in. Nope. Out.
Just now out. Gilbert looks to put it up the line.
It's going to be a blue ball.
Referee calls it back from the throw-in. Trying to look what's going on.
Why is there a stoppage here?
We do not have a sub. Nobody's touching the ball.
So...
Oh, it's a blue throw.
Yeah, it's a blue throw. I'm not sure.
Red looked to throw it in first, and then they were not looking to retrieve the ball for POFC. Johnson moves it into the middle, pass 1, pass 2. As support.
Backing it out.
Porter into Javi. Javi looks for Aiden. Aiden's got Cyrus on the right, wide open, but looks for a long ball onto Devano. Crossfire looks for the offsides, isn't given. Devano blocking off the ball and just run into from the back, and does get the call outside of the box. So POFC still into the wind. Gonna probably send the tall team in again. Put it towards the back post, see if we can get a head on it. Devano's holding his face a bit.
Picking up too as the evening goes on.
A little bit of that land breeze.
Yeah. All right, who's doing the honors here? Who's kicking that? Is that
Johnson's over the ball again. He's going to take it right-footed this time. Harvey's in, Gilbert's in, Cyrus is in, Johnson's in, and Devano's in. Colby's cleaning up the trash. Javi, Porter.
Ball's in the air.
Back post.
Back post.
Just over. Cyrus puts it back in on the ground and cleared by Crossfire. They're looking to try and run, but they don't have numbers up yet and slow to move. Looks for a cross ball in, gets it through the defense, but Jordan out to cover it. Quickly out to Caleb Gilbert. Gilbert's pressured by 1, moves it on to Johnson, who's waiting for him. Johnson's going to move into space in between 2, cuts it back to the middle, cuts it back outside. The guys are all over the place. Finds Ben, looks for a 1-2, but intercepted by Crossfire. A little sharper on that one, would have seen some action. Crossfire switches play. I think they're trying to switch play to their left side to open up their right to put people on, but they're not really, Crossfire's not pressuring middle. They're overloading one side or the other. Occasional runs through the middle, but not pressure through the middle. Looking to put it past Aiden Harvey, and that doesn't typically work. Aiden gets to it first.
Yeah.
Red throw.
You got to be fast. You got to be quick if you're going to beat Aiden.
You got to be smart.
You got to be smart.
Quick throw in. POFC looks to move the line up. Pressure Crossfire to move it back. Crossfire obliges.
Yeah, we're all just laying in here.
4 on the line for Crossfire, 2 in the center mid. There's a check run from center mid, but taken off by Johnson. Held back onto Devano, but he's offsides. So it's going to be called back.
Yeah, got an offside.
So I would have possibly, and this is what Johnson's asking for right now. He got hammered from behind and held back. I was looking for a call on that first. Crossfire plays quickly. It's overloaded on the left and has some open room on the right. Let's see what they want to look to do. All of Crossfire's moving away from the ball carrier, though. Yeah, they're probably going to look to switch. Johnson to pressure. He's going to do a little tug now, but he gets called immediately. Was right in front of the referee. Crossfire tries to play quickly.
Did the ball come to a stop? I mean, it was a foul, right?
It was.
And it seemed like they just, I guess maybe arena soccer style, just touched the ball and kicked it away.
Really did try to get it on quick. Gilbert wasn't having it. Devano tries to flick that on, move it to the middle, look for Johnson, but Crossfire in the way. Kolby steps up. Kolby's been very defensive so far, although he has looked for one shot in the middle, but holding it really well. Not over Aiden Harvey. On to Cyrus. Doesn't have a lot of support and pressure by two. Gonna get it up the line. Does find Devano. Johnson running on, but Devano's wanted to flick it up and forward and ended up going a little backwards.
Yeah.
Cyrus closes the legs.
Cyrus.
Prevents the Meg.
That's how you
Ben
play
runs
D.
on and just not given.
Oh,
but man,
stepped in the lane. Cyrus.
after
Timely poke at the ball.
after Devano let that go, got a late tap on the ankle. No call.
Got to get back in position now, Cyrus.
Cyrus is there. Wow.
Oh, the ref went for the flop. Went for the flop.
That's a good shoulder tackle from here.
Milbrat.
That was Cyrus.
I know, but then
Milbrat
decided to make an argument or two. See if he
well,
could
he
sway
should.
the judge, but it's not going to work.
So far, that looks like a little tacky from this center, calling that.
Well, I hear Jordan.
Jordan's going to set up his wall, wants another two in the wall. He's getting him on his right side coverage so he can cover the left. With the wind, the shot directly into the wall.
Yeah,
Cleared
the ugly
up.
man strategy.
POFC steps up. Derek looks to put it up. Crossfire has to just tap it out to stop that attack. Ben moves quickly, finds him on the run. Ben controls in between two. He's going to look for the line, and he doesn't have a square help yet. Has now Devano running in. Kolby at the top of the box. Cyrus coming to help. Finds Kolby in the center. Kolby tries to control, but just out of his reach after his first touch on the ball is dispossessed. Crossfire is going to be a little patient here. They're going to lose the win the second half, though. And Jordan's quick kicks, the movement of Devano and Ben Wilkinson. I'd want to see Crossfire. Oh, man, Johnson again, after the ball's gone, gets his legs taken out from under him, right in front of the ref.
Right in front of the
called.
ref, yeah. Well, she is letting it go. She's letting a lot of stuff go.
She is. Javi moves through one, around two, on to Ben. Ben's got three in front of him with Javi in support. No, that's Devano, my bad. Ben on the right side, looks for Ben running on. Can't get it around Crossfire, but still attacking. Devano with pressure. Feels a little weak on the right side and has to get back. Now they look like they're in shape. And Crossfire has to bring it back and now move it over to Crossfire's right side. This is dangerous. Got one overlap moving. Covered by Porter. Switched in, man, through two. Crossfire. One with a back flick on it and just underneath the other Crossfire.
Stays in.
Crossfire's going to continue the attack. Again, Crossfire is stronger from the right side.
That's where they got their UW ringer over there, Mr. Soto.
Flick on, still on. Aiden's got to clear it out. Off Crossfire, still in place, so Cyrus has to come over to it. He's going to escort it off. But pushing the back, the extension of the arms is going to get the call on that one.
Nice work by Aiden to
get
that ball out of the box without fouling the
You
guy,
expect
too.
that to go back to the keeper, but it took a heavy spin.
Yeah.
So if you don't follow that, then suddenly Crossfire is right on top of it with an open shot to goal. So great
Another
defending.
heady play by Mr.
Absolutely.
Harvey.
That's just soccer knowledge.
All right, Hunter with the boot.
Hunter puts his foot behind it into the wind. floating under Johnson, pushed from behind about 5 times. Flicked forward to the run. Hunter now pushes from behind. Hey, don't call it either way. That's fine. Caleb steps in front of Soto. Soto gets it around him. Crossfire still on the attack. Javi back to double team. They gotta have to go backwards, looking to switch play. They do have some open room on the left. Versus Cyrus. Cyrus needs to not let him go down that line and stops it.
Great
Again,
work,
tries
Cyrus.
to go through Cyrus, and it doesn't work. And Cyrus just has to push it up, but goes out for a red throw.
Tried to make him maybe catch a shin guard and get the benefit of a call. Didn't work.
Still the right play. It's going to go up and out to stop the immediate threat. Cyrus's game again. Doesn't want to play. Two up on Crossfire's bench. Nope, 3. But 2 have taken their shirts, their warm-ups off. Cutting through, open space for Crossfire. Takes the shot from distance. Directly at Jordan.
Yeah, not enough power. Skipped on the rug. I don't think Jordan was even challenged by that shot.
We take that as a save, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goes to the stats. Short ball out to Milbrook. He's going to look up. Finds looking for Ben, probably on that right side. Ben and Devano both under it. Crossfire gets to it first. Misplayed slightly and pressured now by POFC. Directly into Ben. That prevents the shot up, but it goes out for a goal kick.
What time do you think?
Should be approaching the 30th minute. Correction.
Oh, here comes the subs.
And they're subbing out their front line. I wonder, I got to check and see if CPL has changed the substitution rules
for the playoffs.
The last time they did, in limited substitutions, which changes the game if you've been playing that, haven't been playing that way all season. I didn't necessarily like it last season, but everybody played with the same rules. Oh, Johnson hustle.
Great work, Johnson.
Flicks it on the hand, but just can't get it all the way.
Wilkinson.
Over the clearance goes over Hunter. Hunter nods it back to Jordan. That does not count as a save, but Jordan is able to use his hands. Pressured high. I think Jordan's going to look to push this up a little, but no, goes to Porter in the middle of 2. Gets it up to Javi. Javi on to Gilbert, and they've found some room. Crossfire goes to the ground, doesn't put the cleats up. I don't mind that. Into Ben. Ben's got it in a little bit of space, going to be collapsed, but finds Johnson on the left. Has 2 in the middle to square it. Moves it back to center. Finds Kolby sitting up top. Takes the shot off the Crossfire and over the goal. Struck that well. And Crossfire lucky to get just throws a leg out back and flicks it up and doesn't flick it around the keeper. But going to be a corner kick.
Corner for the blue.
And Porter is going to come up and take that. Porter Herbig from the left back position. Cyrus stays back. Hunter stays back. Javi and Johnson are at the top of the key.
So we're still 0-0. This could be the first goal for Port Orchard.
POFC has decided to put almost everybody into the box. You've got 2.
I'm going to call it.
Nice chipped up. Keeper thinks about coming up, but doesn't. They get to it first. Javi comes down trying to clean it up and get it back out to Porter. Crossfire finally clears. It stays in bounds, and they've got a bit of an attack. Flicks it up and over Cyrus. Tries to get it through 2, but that's Aiden and Cyrus. Gilbert there to head a clearance of it coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Ben and Devano combine to take control. Devano around 1, gets his feet, play on, has 2 in the middle, puts it on the ground. Crossfire goes to ground to stop it. Wow, well played. Now Kolby pressures to try to keep it up. Crossfire looks to flick it out of pressure and then control back slowly. Probably looking for them to switch field here.
Well, they got their subs on our side of the field. They got Soto still in on the far.
That's they're overloading their left side to try to open up that right side, and that's again where it's coming.
Here they come.
Has line open, but brings it back to the middle and drops it back. Quick triangle by Crossfire, but doesn't open anything up in POFC, not giving an inch. Traps him back to the left side. They look for the center. Javi's under pressure. Johnson's under pressure. Have to pull it back outside. Still looking for any type of pressure into the middle. Crossfire is. Find a little bit of room. Slips it through, but again, Aiden Harvey gets a boot on it.
Harvey's there.
Wow.
Great D.
There's a whistle.
A whistle? Right outside the box?
It looks we've got an offsides call.
Ah, okay. Jeez. I was hoping
we got a substitution, so we've got
in our favor. So who do we got?
Should be Jake McKenzie coming in. I think he's going to come in for Ben Wilkinson. Give him a little bit of a break. See if we can get late first half run. Continue those late first half runs, and find some magic between Devano and McKenzie.
All right, Hunter.
Hunter puts it up, gonna float, but that one floated out to the right.
Out of bounds.
Again, into about a 7-knot wind.
Yeah, well. You gotta wet your finger and take the measure of the
Crossfire's gonna take the right side off, so Soto's gonna come out of the game. And talk some strategy.
Oh, okay. Gonna give him a rest and put this guy in. All right. How much time we got left in the half? 15 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, I got to check here in just a second.
There's Harvey to head that out. Another header by Harvey.
So we're looking at going into extra time probably here in the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Can't be that much stoppage time.
And this referee in the friendly at least did not give much stoppage time.
That was out.
POFC calls for out. Linesman's flag does not go up, so play on. Through the middle, but a hard ball. Little too much pepper on that. The weight of it takes it out of bounds for a POFC goal kick.
Too much mustard on the hot dog.
Crossfire's fresh legs stay high. Jordan is going to put it up. Finds Cyrus in the middle. Ball hangs a little bit. Beautiful touch by Cyrus in between two. Finds Johnson moving on. As a give and go with Cyrus, but looks to chip for Devano. Can't get it over, but on to Jake, running on, touches it to Cyrus. Cyrus has it on the left side. Wow. Crossfire goes down to the ground. Little risky in the box and looks to clear it out. Still flicking on. Quickness from Crossfire. Tries to go back through Porter, but linesman and center both call the foul and through the back, through Porter's back.
Was that a foul or offside?
Yeah, it was a foul.
Okay.
Going through Porter's back, number 7.
We got a much better picture now that the sun has gone down.
Porter moves it over to Aiden Harvey. He's going to look up. Has Jake McKenzie running on. Going to have to try and keep that in bounds. Crossfire touches it first instead of shielding it out and gives it a blue throw. Again, we're probably going into extra time right now for the first half. So only a couple of scoring chances. Oh, wow. Meg by Johnson to get it down the line. Goes in for a shoulder tackle, but gets called for it because Crossfire fell down. But good initial move by Johnson to try to get it to the line. Looking for service to the middle. Kolby's under it, pushed from behind. Not called. Aiden Harvey there. Flicks it out of bounds.
So if we go into halftime 0-0, I think David has got to be encouraged that Goliath hasn't slain.
On Jordan out to cover it. Good flick on from that overloaded
Jordan,
left
baby.
side. Jordan has to contend for
That's
it.
how we do, Jordan.
Crossfire puts it right back in. Try to bring it down, but right in front of Porter. Caleb Gilbert looks for Devano. Intercepted it at first, but flicked on. Devano finds the edge, but just rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a red throw. Good shot out from Gilbert. Looked to start that attack off.
Teams look pretty even to me, don't they?
Really do right now.
Yeah, and that
Both are looking for control and looking to just
me,
pick apart some of the defense.
Port Orchard's got to feel a little more encouraged by that
They've
stalemate.
They've shown the most pressure so far, and the chances on goal have come from POFC. There's only been maybe 3 real ones right now from Crossfire. Gilbert makes him go backwards. Crossfire's creeping on their left side, so if they get a switch ball, again, overloaded to that side. Aiden Harvey steps in front of it.
Aiden Harvey.
Jake runs on, wins the first ball, runs it back and looks to
Oh, Jake.
just not a very sharp pass and is intercepted. We're looking for Kolby to put Devano on, honestly. Crossfire controls and switches play. POFC has to shift. Devano first to the ball. Caleb Gilbert now under pressure. Gets it around him once, tries to leave the ball. Porter goes down, gets in front of it. Kolby pressuring. Crossfire still controls. Tries to take a quick shot. Gilbert directly in the way. Javi still chasing. In between twos, ball remains inbounds. Caleb Gilbert flicks it to the middle where Crossfire picks it up for control. Until
There we
Devano
go.
takes it off him. Jake
You
puts
can't
Devano
spell
onto the right.
defense without
Devano's got
Devano.
one to
You
beat with
can't
one in
spell
chase.
Devano without D.
Finds Jake running through and looks to
they're
go
gonna
around, but
do the
Crossfire
smart
touches
thing.
out. But Jake
Killed
started
that
that.
rally before.
Yeah, Jake started that from the midfield, and it was Jake, fresh legs, who ran all the way up to take that kind of almost a long-term give and go from Devano. Really showed some speed, dropped another gear on it. Oh, Aiden Harvey taking ball taken off, quickly trying to counterattack, but doesn't have any help. Kolby goes into red with a hip tackle, and is called for it.
There's a gray area. I think some refs might not have called that, but I think most would.
Yeah. Glad I didn't see a card on that one because it really probably wasn't necessary. POFC had it covered, and Crossfire did not have support in the middle. This is going to be a little bit dangerous. Crossfire has 9 up. Oh, now pulls the 1 back, so has 7 up. So 1 on the ball, two holding back. I'm going to treat this almost like a corner kick and drop it at the top of the 6. But puts it short and low, bounces around, does find Crossfire in the middle. They try to get a quick bicycle kick over. Jordan sees it. Didn't
Jordan Hadden. Jordan Hadden
and covers the rebound.
with the save on the dramatic bicycle kick.
Tough to see, and great
That
acrobatics
was in
from
nice and
Crossfire.
tight on that action.
Porter up for Devano. Devano's jersey is almost ripped off of him and does get the call.
Got the whistle. We are getting some stoppage time, right?
I think I might have been a little mistaken, so I think we might now be 1 minute into stoppage.
Okay.
I apologize to the viewers and to you, Dave.
No apology necessary.
Well, thank you.
Here at DAVEspn, you know, we strive for near perfection.
Near perfection.
So that'll do. So who's going to do the honors?
Devano's on top of
Devano?
the ball. Tall team's in, but we are keeping 4 back for so that there's not a quick counterattack. Strike low on the ball. Crossfire touches it, and you
Pops
can see
in the air.
the
It's going to go straight out.
you can see the weight on the
Blue
ball
ball.
that when Crossfire just touched that up, that Devano had struck it quite directly. Blue throw. Cyrus will take it. I want to see Jake moving to the right down the line. Now Kolby goes. Kolby looks to let it float over, and we're just going to
Blue ball.
leapfrog down. Johnson on the ball, quickly into Kolby, drop back for Johnson. Johnson looks for service, but moves it in the middle in between 4. Now goes for the line. It's well pushed off the ball. Wow, and now I think they're going to call Johnson. And they're not going to call anybody.
Halftime. 0-0. Pretty even match.
Very even.
And I think style points and drama definitely favor Port Orchard.
Besides the overhead kick.
Besides the overhead
The
kick. But
kick.
tit for tat,
Jordan
Jordan Hadden
Jordan was right there.
snags the ball
Jordan's right there.
right on the line. Beautiful work. All right, we're going to catch you in the second half. It's a beautiful Pacific Northwest evening, 0-0, Port Orchard in blue. There's the whistle for the second half. Crossfire in, what do you call that, like an orange? What would you call that, a tangerine orange with gold numbers on the back? Their uniform.
Under these lights, it is a little fiery.
We'll just call it red because we're simple people. So it's red versus blue, 0-0. For the CPL 1 semifinal match. Whoever wins this goes on Sunday to play for the championship. The wind has died down considerably.
Looks almost at a dead calm, or there's a possibility of a little bit of sea breeze coming on and a switch of the wind. Oh, wow. Good idea by Crossfire. But the centering pass goes behind the goal. Not lacrosse, can't go that way. Or hockey.
That's another rule change maybe we should talk about. Moving the goal up and letting players go behind the goal.
Been touched from behind. This is looks like should be Jeremy Ford, number 6 in the game. So there's one substitution up front. Zach Kahn's in as well. Controls the ball now. Looks to switch it, but directly in. Good idea, poor execution. Oh, wow, and Crossfire had some opening on the right and did not take advantage of it. Gilbert was trying to get back on defense, and I had some green space. Wilkinson to pressure and has them Crossfire go all the way back. Flicked over Harvey onto Jordan Hadden, who collects. See if he's going to try and put it deep, looking for Ben really quick or play short. Crossfire's up, so I think he's going to at least put it longer. Does look down. 3/4 field kick, Crossfire underneath it. Jeremy to control, touches it on to Caleb. Zach back to Porter, has support, finds the middle. Jeremy. Gilbert looks to flick Ben on, but Crossfire intercepts on defense and controls through the center. Drops it back with Ben's pressure.
Well, this is a dangerous time of the match. Right after halftime.
It is. Crossfire's got some real quickness up on their front line right now. They're shut down. This could be a counterattack. Devano's running onto space, has Jeremy Ford on his right. Just a bad touch on the ball, flicks it back, hit from behind, in between 2, gets it back to Gilbert. Gilbert on to Zach, touches up to Devano. Devano around 1, has his feet taken him out. Through 2, still has the ball in the box.
Devano
tries
gets
to take
a shot off, they
shot.
block it.
Great attack.
2, 3 on 1 at one point there.
Little Devano magic through 3
Devano
of them,
soldiers
but
right through the defense.
they recovered just in time and really almost took him down in the box. Dangerous for them. Overload to the right side, heel flick, doesn't get it around Hunter. Hunter through
Hunter,
2.
good work, Hunter.
Stops, gets a shirt tug, and then has to
he's
put it
gonna
out of
put that out of
bounds.
Buy his team some time.
Quick in by Crossfire, holding that overloaded right side.
Out of bounds.
Touched out by Crossfire. Into touch. Quickly in back to Porter, but pressured by 2. We got to be a little bit more comfortable there. Misplayed by Hunter first. Now on to Caleb Gilbert, who puts it out. We got one Crossfire still on the ground. Gets up.
He's back up.
A little bit of a limp.
That's
so good
Soto.
Yeah, good to see. Probably just took a knee-to-knee contact.
Yeah, he might need that knee.
Walking it off.
When he gets back to UW.
Can't get that over Gilbert. Heads it right back for the same throw-in.
Can't see what's going on really, but
down the line.
there we go.
Flicked on to try to get Soto in that right corner for service in, but heavy touch puts it out of bounds. Jordan will take a goal kick. Has Cyrus on the right side in open space, as well as Aiden Harvey. Has Hunter also close to his left and chooses that option.
Or they're bringing the pressure. Trying to create an opportunity, and they pressured Hunter into booting that right out of bounds.
Hunter's used to flicking it up into the wind and having that drop down, but with dead wind right now, it just floated on him. POFC pressure with 2. Crossfire trying to get
2
to the
on
line.
1. 3. They bring 3.
Trying to
Got to be
square
a
it.
guy open. If he can get through that.
That's Wilkinson all the way back in the back. On to Caleb. Still
We are
battling.
having trouble getting out of our backfield. We got defenders running into each other.
Oh, wow.
That
Good
touch is
idea.
gonna go right off the end line for a goal kick.
Good idea with Crossfire running on into space. First touch is just puts it out of bounds.
Look at that beautiful purple sky. Yeah. There we go.
Jordan does find Cyrus this time. Drops it back to Aiden Harvey. He's going to put it up. Does put it up. Looking for Ben running on. Crossfire looks to control. Moves it to their left. Round 1 through the trap. Moving into center. As support on the right. Again, Crossfire pressuring heavier up. Touched by Caleb Gilbert.
It's a funky
He stays
spin
in
on the
bounds.
ball. He saves it.
Devano comes back.
Great effort by Gilbert there to
Move it up the
intercept it.
field. I want to see POFC gain control and catch some touches. Get Zach into the game and Jeremy Ford a little bit more settled and happy. Back flick on, still in control. Almost looked like offsides. Aiden Harvey has to take it off a Crossfire. Devano flicks it on, but it's just too far in front of him and nobody else is running on. Does allow defense to reset. The Crossfire controls is going to pressure again. Moves it into the center. Aiden Harvey comes forward, battling.
clearing.
Eventually Kolby puts it up, but it's just back to Crossfire's back, and they're going to put it right back in. Controlled around Cyrus, flicked into the middle. That's Porter Herbig. Cleared, but not far enough.
So far, Port Orchard's defense has risen to the occasion here.
They've had
a very spotty season back there, but tonight they are taking on Goliath.
Crossfire looks to be putting short, sharp balls into the center from the outsides, which is a little bit of change from the first half strategy of
Got
moving
a
it
sub
down the
coming on
sideline.
here too. I think Derek Johnson just came in, number 7, and I'm not sure who went out.
6, that would be Jeremy Ford. And Hustle immediately on the ball. His first touch is up to Ben. Ben had Devano running on, didn't see him.
Here we go.
Into space, moves it through 2.
Ben, he's got speed, got some long legs. He's going to cross it in.
Wins the corner kick.
There we go. We'll take that. So who went out? Jeremy Ford went out?
Jeremy Ford went out. Derek Johnson
Derek
in.
Johnson came in.
Kind of that attacking 3 of Devano, Wilkinson, and
Were you able to check at halftime about the sub rules?
I was not.
Because Jeremy Ford was only in for the start and then he went out. I wonder if he can come back in now or not.
I think they were playing normal ones based off of that. I would like to check, though.
Who's doing the honors over there?
That's Porter. Puts it close to the near post.
Keep it.
Crossfire with the header first. Johnson on a pressure. Keeps up the speed. Oh, wow. Just hammered from behind. The center can't find the whistle. It's in your right hand. That's how you do that. But POFC does clear it off the line.
That was just. Now we know that.
Forward in an offsides position. Flag does not go up. Pressure in. Hunter's got to step in front of it. But Crossfire wins the corner kick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Woody. I'm Connor's dad.
Wow, forearm shiver to directly to Johnson's back with no call. I don't like to see that rough a play, but we let that one go on. High floating ball to the back of the box. Escorted out by
Somebody
Caleb
fell down
Gilbert.
in the box, maybe hoping to get a call.
Gilbert in front of it.
Gilbert
Red throat.
smartly puts that out of bounds.
Crossfire again pressuring up with 7 or 8. That's going to let Wilkinson run as well as Devano for a counterattack. It looks like they think this is going to be a long throw, so Crossfire might have a long thrower. And we're going to step
He's
in.
hiding back there. He's going to get a run up. Let's focus on his teammates.
Center steps in for the jockeying for position.
Here it comes.
Not as long as I would like to see. That was off Crossfire, so they have to control it. Put it back in through the center. Crossfire gets a head on it first, but defended well. Chipped on and over up to
Beautiful
Devano.
chip.
Devano on the bend. Onside. Devano in support. Crossfire's got to get back. Flies it back.
That's how we do.
All the way. Doesn't even blink. Picks the head up. Sees the side net open. Keeper does not cut the angle enough. Right side of the goal. High percentage shot. What happened?
Purple Mountains Majesty checked that out.
POFC up 1-0.
From the back to the front, Wilkinson finishes it beautifully.
Crossfire's high pressure again. Hey, they're going to let Ben run. They're going to let Devano run, and that's exactly what happened. Ben takes it himself.
POFC chant goes up.
Crossfire is asking for a VAR review. I'm not sure if they know that we don't have that here.
Well, I can get it to them by next week.
Okay, yeah. So
I got to upload and I got to splice it. Yeah, it's going to take a while, but be happy to oblige that.
They thought that Ben was in an offsides position, but they were so far up and that Ben ran right through him after that flick on.
Yeah. Well, you got to go with the ref's call on that, don't you? 1-0. David versus Goliath. David's up 1-0. Goliath is staggering a little bit.
It looks like in about the 13th minute.
Maybe going to take more than one to have Goliath hit the deck here.
I expect Crossfire to start pressuring harder. POFC's going to have to absorb a little bit, but still continue the attack to keep them back. Wow. Doesn't touch the ball.
There we go. Are we getting into this kind of game now? 1 goal against them, and they're starting to do the cute stuff now.
Quickly downfield, Hunter in front of it. Johnson to control, puts it out to Caleb. Caleb's got Devano running crosswise. Devano runs onto it. Crossfire gets there first. Bend to pressure, but just around him. Stays on the run. Right into Kolby, intercepts it.
Nice work, Kolby.
Devano on.
He's on.
Flag is up. We're not sure why.
The flag went up?
Devano held his run, but the flag went up.
Yeah, what's going on?
I believe.
Oh, I see. There he is, shrouded in shadow.
So I guess we have to agree with the ref's call.
Calling Mike off.
Crossfire pressures again, pushes it into the middle from the outside. Johnson flicks it over, gets hit from after the play. Johnson still to pressure. Crossfire's playing much further up and really only keeping 2 back. They wanted this tactic at the first to try to go up 1 first. Didn't work out. They're going to continue it. POFC so far has absorbed it. Hit from behind, pulled back from behind. Wow.
I heard a whistle.
And yeah, no, they called Kolby for
ball
the
did not stop. The ball's got to stop, right?
That's the rules.
That's the rule. It's not arena soccer here.
Cross into the middle, has one running on, but can't get it over Jordan. Jordan's going to flick it on quickly. Puts it up in the air. Doesn't get the strike on that he wants. Mike puts it on, but is going to be in the middle. It does get tripped up with the feet behind, and there is a problem with her finding the whistle.
Hey, ref, you got to spot the ball!
Crossfire again tries it quickly.
Crossfire
can't get it through the
takes
defense.
a customary 20 yards.
Up to Ben, has Johnson in
spot of the
support.
foul.
Finds Devano. Devano
There
controls.
we go, Devano showing the skill of
has some opening on the edge, but
playing
drops
soccer
it back to
since
Zach.
he was 5.
Zach back to Caleb.
Puts it on his chest.
He's got a switch
down to his
availability.
foot, makes the
He's
right
gonna look-
pass. There's Gilbert.
1-2. Quick touches into Kolby over to Zach. Zach puts Ben on, running on. He's got 1 to beat. No support right now. Pulls it back, tries to go through the defender. Doesn't make it, wins the corner kick.
Going to be a corner. How about Wilkinson?
I tell you what, goal scorer,
Seriously.
has about 6 gears, 5 of those of which I do not have.
He held the ball up, didn't have enough support, and then smacked it off of a Crossfire player for the corner. Who's doing the honors over here?
Johnson's going to take the honors this time.
Derek Johnson. So we're going to focus where the action
POFC's
is.
putting a good number up. We'll take a Aiden Harvey goal right about now. Directly in, just over Aiden. Crossfire gets ahead to it first. Zach's got to hold him back and really stop this counterattack, and does.
Yes!
Crossfire finds a ball through, puts 3 up, now 4 up. Puts on, and oh, that's a heavy touch. Crossfire does get to it. Cannot get around Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Back up the line for a red throw, but
You know, I think Gilbert should send a copy of this game over to UW, maybe. Maybe they
I'd
need
do
a
it
good
for
defender.
him. I'd do it for him.
He's handling Soto pretty well.
Crossfire now just with 1 back at midfield. Corner cleared up. That's their 1 defensive back. Last man of defense. They can control it back there, but POFC's happy to let him play in the back. Switches field to the left. Cyrus thought about it, but it's just a little out of his reach, so he holds. Up the line onto Aiden Harvey. Aiden Harvey pushes him back. Now they look to try to move it to the middle. Don't find anything going. Have to move it back. Kolby up. Through ball intercepted by Harvey. Off of Kolby. Crossfire controls. POFC is absorbing this pressure right now, but needs to get some ball control and start moving Crossfire back out of the attacking third. Cross in, Jordan out, touches it all directly to a Crossfire player. Side of the foot finish into the back of the goal, ties it up.
1-1.
It's
Oh
a
man,
tough
I was
ball.
in tight on that. Too tight to see.
So that is in
The big picture on that
in
goal.
the 18th minute, brings it level. Crossfire brings it level. Bouncing ball on the left side. Crossfire is all in on this. Crosses the ball. Jordan gets a fist to it, but not heavy enough. Rebound comes directly out to Crossfire and a 1-touch finish. To the
All
back
right,
of the
we
net.
got a game now, 1-1.
See if Crossfire continues this heavy pressure
Now that they're even.
now that they're even.
Come on, guys.
Let's go! Let's go, Pio! Let's go! Let's go, Pio! Let's go!
Out of bounds red ball.
Crossfire remains holding 1 deep, maybe 2 on the back line.
Hey everybody, is anybody missing a pair of car keys? Check the keys.
Cross to the far side, open, Gilbert on. Headed back to the middle for a good opportunity. Good shot, Jordan. Wow! Jordan Hadden with an unreal save. Has to make that.
The second dramatic save from Jordan Hadden
They
tonight.
just cannot comment enough on that. That was phenomenal. Full stretch, strong hand of the ball, has to
Right
push
up
it
by
all the way
crossbar.
out. And really, that
stop.
attack came from almost nowhere.
Ball's in the
Low
air.
it.
Short. Line drive. Back out to the kicker.
On the touchline, almost looks like a shot to the back post, but up and over for a goal kick.
Come on, guys.
Feel a breath of wind now. You can see the flag maybe behind Jordan starting to flutter a bit, picking the wind back up. Some of those goal kicks could go long. Hunter's got to
They're
hit
still
it
playing
quickly.
high. Did you see that? Crossfire right up top. It's going to be a red ball.
Hunter was pressured and had to get that out quick. Down the line, Zach Kahn.
Yeah.
Up to Devano, back. Ben controls, has Caleb overlapping on the left, ends up taking on one. Zach comes to try to collect. Ben to the ground to win the
Great.
ball, back to Crossfire.
Oh,
Heavy touch up around Ben, can't outrun him. Ben gets in front of it and is gonna get called for the, wow, and a retaliation.
yeah.
It does go to the card. We'll see if it's gonna be yellow. Those can be auto reds for a retaliation hit like that. Ben put a shoulder into the guy. It looked pretty legal and safe to me, but gets called for it, and the retaliation from Crossfire earns a yellow card.
It's red ball.
Yes, they called the first foul
Oh, okay.
on Ben
Okay.
for the shoulder into the
Did
player.
Ben get the yellow?
No.
Okay.
Ben
so the
was
yellow
then-
went to Crossfire for the retaliation.
Crossfire then retaliated against Ben with a late kick to his
Okay.
feet, took him down, which
I'm
earned the
not
yellow
sure
card.
what kind of message that
Wow,
sends.
great ball in. Jordan's got to track it. Just over him, but there's a whistle that
Whistle?
comes in.
What was the whistle?
Coming up to spot the ball, and there might have been
right at
some
the edge of the box.
extracurricular activities off the ball, and is going to give Red a kick.
Going to give Crossfire a kick? What happened?
Must have been a collision off the ball. Just outside the box.
I hear
The
goal
cheering you hear is
scored on the other
Stars
field.
brought it level probably with Sharktopus in the other semifinal game. 2 over the ball, right in a lefty. Jordan covering the right side of his goal, but it's going to the other side. And Jordan's there, gets there, still in trouble. Up, Jordan.
Yeah! Jordan Hadden!
Quick reflexes. Kicks it up and gets over the bottom
yeah!
of his
Here
arm.
we go!
Keeper comes out. Keeper clears it with his feet.
Keeper clears it smartly,
Still
but
in
it's not going to
play.
go out.
And
Now
just
it will.
right over the camera. And we're
And
coming
we got
back.
another extracurricular something going on here. There's another whistle.
They're either gonna, she's gonna talk to him. So as Jordan was punting the ball, you had Crossfire come in and try to challenge the punt, which is not.
Yeah, you can't
legal.
do that. Wow, how about Jordan Hadden? That guy can
Guy can
goal.
play.
Right.
Crossfire plays small ball. Just gonna look to switch field. Kolby on to challenge,
Yeah.
and they have to go way back. Kolby's still pressuring. Keeper has to clear it. Aiden tracking underneath it, gets his head to it first, but goes to Crossfire. Zach Kahn on to challenge, and now you got Ben coming back. Crossfire's going to try to play it up the line, but can't find any room. Continued pressure from Johnson there. A little late hit, not called. Crossfire does switch play. Not a very sharp pass over to the right. So they have to collect and hold. Again, from there, looking to push it into the middle. It's lucky that the wind has died down from them. Cyrus looking to escort it out, but has to play it. On by 2, puts it up the line, into play. Crossfire controls in the back. Johnson with a 40-60 wins it. Ben touches it on, has one in, has 2 in support. He's looking to pull it back to the middle, try to beat one. Crossfire eventually dispossesses him.
Got to send it earlier than that, but that was an exciting run.
And with that room that it's brought, allows Crossfire to counterattack quickly. They come up the left side and keep it there. Misplaced pass goes through them, but the clearance goes directly to Crossfire. Crossfire switches play into the box, chested down, finds an opening room, tries to put the ball through, but Jordan collects. Thought that might have been going for a shot off the left foot, but was looking for a player running on to split the defense. Jordan puts it to ground, kicks it up, just over Devano. Flicked up and over, so he was going to play this with his feet and does. Gets it out, flicked past Zach. Crossing run from Red, finds some room, dribbling in the middle, into the box, dispossessed by Hunter. Goes around 1, goes around 2, is looking to put somebody on. Devano's got to get back on sides first, but the ball is just too deep, goes back to Crossfire keeper. Three up for POFC, just an open midfield. POFC defense wants to keep everything in front of them, but is allowing some of the Crossfire movement. It gets it up to this point. From here, Crossfire has been either going back, switching the play, or pushing it into the middle. Overloaded left side and 2 on the back door, floated in. Jordan calls for the ball, collects easily, sees Devano, tries to put it to him, but up high. Crossfire underneath and gets ahead to it. Devano's just got to hope that they misplay that, so it runs behind. I think Jordan's looking for a lower strike, lower trajectory strike on one of these. There's that cross into the middle. Harvey's there, well timed, well
Harvey,
defended.
how many times has he
We're going to say his name.
Their plans.
As they had Red right behind him that was running on the ball. Again, flicking to the center. Jordan calls for it and comes around Aiden Harvey that time to collect. Jordan's going to give Ben and Devano a little bit of time to move forward.
Is anybody warming up over there on the sideline?
Throws the ball out to Caleb, intercepted by Crossfire, brought down by Kolby. Just flicked over. Yes, we've got 1 up. I think that's Javi. He's going to call Zach off. So Zach Kahn out. Javier Luivente is in.
Javier coming in.
Crossfire resets. We're getting close to the 30-minute mark. So 2/3 of the second half played. Was looking for something down the right side line, can't find anything, has to bring it back. Last man of defense again, and now looks over to that right side, finds some space. Caleb Gilbert on. Brushes the ball back. Flicked up the line for a crossing run. Hunter's going to look to escort that out. Oh, wow, that's dangerous in the box.
Hunter flirting with disaster there.
Really was.
Pulling him down in the box.
Put up the line to kept in bounds, but goes to Crossfire. Crossfire looks for a cutting pass through the defense. Does get it past Aiden Harvey, but nobody's on. Jordan lets it roll. And yeah, there's a little bit of a misplay or a weird bounce. Kind of started to get around Hunter and
kind of looked like a shirt grab in the box there.
kind of did.
But the ref in character didn't blow the whistle.
Also true.
He's letting a lot go here.
Jordan flips it up to
Beautiful
Caleb Gilbert.
ball, getting that under control. Oh,
Good
defender's
control.
right there.
Second touch.
Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert does not give up on the play.
Goes to ground.
Pursues
Wins the
and
ball.
clears the ball for Port Orchard.
Trouble still from the right. Here's going to be the service. Crossing shot. And hey, who's there? That's Aiden Harvey. Johnson to pressure. Crossfire controls in the center. They're going to look for a through pass. Find it over to the
Seems
right.
like we're camped out in the attacking third.
Tries to
Gilbert's
catch the
gonna
edge.
Get that off the end line.
Does
be a
give
corner.
Crossfire the corner kick. Short option, but everybody's up. They've got nobody back. You've got to swing this back really quick. And now they're pulling like maybe one, maybe two back, but man, everybody's going in. Harvey's there, misses it. Crossfire gets a first glancing header on it, and that's got to be on goal. It's not. Slides off to the left side. Harvey was there in front of it just enough to block their view and probably mess up their run a bit. Short play to Porter. Porter looking for Devano up the line, but can't get it over the defense. Crossfire controls. Javi to pressure. Nothing moving on Crossfire's right side down their line, so they're looking to swing it back. Maybe look to switch, but then move it back to that side. Javi touches it off. He's taking pressure. He's going to put it down the line to Devano. Devano dummy runs, makes one miss, has Johnson in support, finds Johnson
Beautiful.
through, but just past him.
Just past him.
Devano holding
is
his
down.
left leg after the play was hit. Of course, not seen. Will take a little bit of time. Possibility
Did he
of a
get
cramp.
hit or is that just a cramp?
I thought there was a little bit of touch afterwards. He might have taken a cramp.
Hey, back that player off! Back that player off! They're friends. They've known each other all their lives.
Not tonight, Dave. Not tonight.
You can't let a guy stand over his head like that. That's not even subtle.
So I would assume Jake McKenzie would be up on the sidelines for POFC. And since he went down and ref stopped play, they're going to sub that out. A little bit of a limp to Mike Devano. Want to get him some water and maybe some potassium. So Coach Pat is saying that nobody came on the field to help him so that he wouldn't have to step off the field for one play.
Is that what the rules say?
I've got to
I'm gonna go
look
with
those
it.
up.
I mean, Pat would
Oh,
know.
wow. Crossing with poor cross. Cyrus steps in front of it, has been running on, been in between three, has to try and touch it back to Kolby. Tries to get there. Crossfire has to go down. Kolby's still trying to flick it around players. Now Crossfire countering on the left side, two in the center. Does
Gets around
find
him.
the end line, but just can't put a foot on it. Goes out for a goal kick. Now Devano can come back in, or we can look for a sub. See what they want to do. Devano with probably a couple of salt tablets there is what I'm betting. A little bit of water, a little more stretching, comes back to the center of the field, and Ben is actually going to come off Wilkinson and allow Jake McKenzie on. Kick up to the left side, Cyrus underneath it. First touch around Crossfire, pressured by two. Tries to get it through the middle, doesn't quite work. Drop pass from Crossfire, the cross directly into Gilbert. Flicked by Devano, doesn't get it all the way through. Shot from long distance, floats up into the right from Crossfire. And Jordan was tracking it and just watched it go high. Short play out to Javi. Javi comes back, finds Aiden Harvey. Should have Cyrus up in room. A little bit of green space. Pressured by 2. Gets it up to Jake McKenzie. Touch back to Cyrus off the chest. Has 2 in support on the right. Jake moves it back to the center. That's Johnson on the ball into the box. Through 2, looking for the line. Gets the line, finds the line, comes back to Jake. It just cleared off by Crossfire. What work by Derek Johnson looking for Jake McKenzie. Crossfire just gets in front of it, goes for a quick counterattack, has movement on the right, but 2 on the left. Decides eventually to go left. 1 in the box for Crossfire. Again, bring it back to the middle, open middle. Possibly looking for a cutting run. Just looking for some type of opening. Tries to cut it through. Jordan has to come out, get in front of it. Crossfire gets a foot to it. So
continues the heroics out of
the
goalkeeper's
Devano
box.
having to just clear it out to reset. POFC absorbing some more pressure. Outside of the foot flick to the right side. Touch down the line. Porter cannot let him catch the end line. Has to push him backwards and does. Does start to cut the middle. Cuts it back through. Assistant referee says he's onside.
There's a foul.
Oh, wow. He's going backwards. But nothing
No
called.
call.
Wow.
They're going to give him the corner instead of the foul.
Yeah, Gilbert goes to the ground and does,
Didn't that look like a slide tackle a little late there?
It looked like he missed the ball. I wouldn't call it late. He missed the ball. He didn't have his cleats up, so nothing wicked.
No, it wouldn't have been a yellow, but still.
Was no call.
I think Crossfire benefits from the getting a corner kick instead of the foul call. Let's focus over here where the action is. Ball's in the air, low.
Low, short, off the hands of a Crossfire. Not called, up to Devano. Devano's got, trying to get around 1. Johnson in support. Jake McKenzie on the far side. Tries to push it up the line, ends up going out. And it says before Crossfire touched it that it went out of bounds. Crossfire went to the ground, defense to put it out. Devano testing him all the way across the field. Chipped up, but not over Cyrus. 2, Cyrus wins. On to Johnson. Johnson cannot get it around 1. Flicked forward. Again, I expect Crossfire to set up a triangle and try to move it towards the center is what they've been doing. Switch play. Flicked by Jake McKenzie, and Crossfire lets it go out of bounds. Look to throw quickly, but hold the ball for a little bit too long. POFC traps on their left, pushes them backwards. Crossfire's looking for a way through it. Switch play. POFC shifts. Cyrus to pressure. Crossfire just falls down.
Beautiful.
Sniper in the grass, on to Jake. Good first touch, on to Devano. Slide tackle.
Slipped.
Slide tackle takes it off Devano's feet, and just with a strong slide. Devano frustrated because he knew they had some openings. Crossfire quickly countering. 3 in the box. Flag doesn't go up, mainly because assistant referee hadn't run all the way back yet, was still watching the ball. POFC has to clear it off the line after a dangerous cross for a red throw.
Can't believe that wasn't offside.
I really think that the assistant referee linesman was behind the play and could not see it.
Nice up!
We're in the 39th minute, so it's really getting late in the second half. Again, I started my stopwatch over, so we're in the 88th, 89th minute. No. Shot in, Jordan's out. Hunter steps in front of it, moves it out of play. Javi doesn't know that he's open, but flicks it up. Jake to bring it down, pressured from behind. Does find Caleb in support, chips it up to Devano. Devano's trying to run it down the line. Doesn't quite get there. Crossfire controls.
Yes.
Crossfire gains the edge. One's looking for a foul, does cross it in, stays in bounds. Porter Herbig flips it up to Derek Johnson. Derek Johnson around one, moves it up, intercepted by Crossfire. A little telepath there. Got to be up or sharper. Again, Crossfire moves it into the middle, stepped in front of by Johnson. Johnson makes one miss, has Devano
Great
on.
work, Johnson.
Well on side.
Here we go, he's on.
One to beat, one in trail. Around one, has a low angle shot. Keeper gets a hand to it.
Just wide.
They don't see that the keeper got a finger on that. It deflected a little bit.
Did it?
It looked like it to me. And we got one down. That is Johnson gonna stretch out a cramp.
Johnson stretched out that play. Beautiful ball up to Devano. Devano looking for something to drink.
Looking for some
fan.
He's looking for handouts. This is semi-pro, buddy.
Bring your own water.
A little bit of peanut gallery interaction.
All right. Who came in for Johnson? Anybody? Or did the ref
No.
follow the Pat Leonard rule? Since nobody came out to help him, he got to stay on.
Chipped up over Aiden Harvey. He's got to deal with it now. Decides a bicycle clearance. Aiden Harvey can do it too. There's 2 or 3 up on POFC's bench for just in case if we keep catching these cramps. Aiden Harvey pushes him back, makes him go down. Still trouble. Crossing ball blocked off by Javi, I think. Or is that Aiden again? Oh, I'm getting old.
When in doubt.
No,
just say
Aiden's back. That
Aiden.
should have been Javi. Nope, I lied. It's Cyrus. Of course it is. Of course
Was it
is.
Cyrus?
It was Cyrus.
Okay. All right, Cyrus.
Shot from long. Jordan has to go up for it and just parry it wide. Unexpected coming up over the defense. Jordan picks it up probably a touch late, but escorts it out of bounds. Going to be a dangerous corner kick for Crossfire. They've been putting them in. Again, Crossfire holds one back. That is it. Now maybe 2.
How about Jordan, man? He's going to get the game ball at this rate.
Aiden Harvey up, flicks it on. Jake's there, makes one miss, puts Johnson on.
Beautiful ball.
Goes to the ground, still has room,
Textbook
flicks it
slide
up.
tackle. Well, we're going to maintain possession. Get it up to this guy. He just had a
Danger.
drink of water.
Jake
He's going to
runs
take
on
on
again.
one guy to beat. He's going to take one guy on, and should have taken a second sip.
Crossfire moves it up. It's still in
You
play.
should have taken a second sip
Oh,
of that
wow.
drink.
Porter
It's gonna
goes
be a
down.
red
It's going to be
throw.
a red throw. They don't have enough up in numbers. Moving into the 42nd minute. Long ball. Hunter's going to escort that one all the way out for a goal kick.
Using his body to shield smartly for a goal kick.
So now we're moving into the 83rd minute. Javi brings it up, beats the trap up to Cyrus. Cyrus has a little bit of space in front of him, puts Devano down the line. Johnson in support, McKenzie in support. Finds a low cross, defended by Crossfire, but still in trouble in the middle. And POFC can't convert. Crossfire is able to move it up again through that open center right now. POFC is keeping a strong back line, but allows some movement. Overlap on, cross in, and that is Kolby Juarez in the middle.
Corner.
It's blocked off because it went the way that Kolby was running. Referee center cannot see that, but it might have come off red, and that's what POFC was asking for, was a goal kick.
Sub coming in.
And now we've got the first Crossfire down with a cramp. See if they send them off or not. So this Derek Johnson
Going out.
out.
And who's coming in? Is that Wilkinson again?
No, it might be Torres. No, that's Seamus.
Seamus.
Strength in the
Seamus
back
Miller.
line. Good ball, and guess who's there? That's Aiden Harvey. Controlled by Crossfire. He's going to look for an open shot. Moving ball. Just struck that one well, but ends up on the knuckle. Takes a high right spin on it. Jordan outstretched for that one, but shot's not on goal.
So we got McKenzie up top with Devano.
Flipped on for the new legs. Seamus runs onto that, but Crossfire under it, forced to knot it out, first to knot it out. And this will be Seamus' first touch as a throw-in. Down the line, Devano's going to look to flick it on. Crossfire gets around him, knot it out. He's going to look to throw again quickly as Cyrus moving forward and now finds Devano up the line. Tries a back heel flick to get it past the defender. Defender's up to the task. Again, out of bounds. Moving into the 45th minute, so that's going to be into the 90th minute now. We have a little bit of injury and one yellow card. Cross in looking for Jake McKenzie. That was one-on-one. Crossfire gets in front of it. So maybe 3 minutes injury time from this center. Flicked up in the air. Hobby brings it down.
Hustle.
Good touch.
Beautiful
touches
touch.
it on to Kolby. Kolby finds Jake
Great
on the
hustle.
side.
Beautiful touch in the middle to take that right out of the sky and put it on his toe.
Has Cyrus
There we go.
streaking through the middle,
Some
but
great
now Seamus on
fluidity
the right.
here in the attacking
Devano's still
third.
down on that
Devano
side.
goes
Open,
down.
flicked up. Oh, Seamus' shot on the ground is blocked by Crossfire. The deflection goes up
We are going to get
and just
a corner.
outside. Now we're going to get a stoppage for Devano's down again on the right side again. And now Pat comes out and is going to probably sub him on. I see Dom coming on. Set the tone. So Dominic Pagimola steps in for Mike, who is carried off the field. And Dom is a strength of a presence as we move into the 91st minute. Corner kick from Porter, going to be a left-footed in-swinger. Just flicked over by Crossfire. Crossfire's now got to deal with it and tries to clear it out. Does get it up, and they get in front of it first. Trying to keep him in front of him. Two to pressure. Flicks it through two, but Caleb Gilbert's still on. Gets back. Tries to split the defense. Aiden Harvey on. Slides
Aiden
inside
Harvey.
the box.
Beautiful.
Escort him out. Flicked
To
on.
delay that
There's
play.
trouble. But in between three blue shirts streaking in. Cutting run. Taking off the ball. Now in space. Puts Cyrus on over the first defender and knotted out. Going to be a blue throw-in.
Great defense. Cyrus with the field vision to get that down.
We are 2.5 minutes into extra time right now. So this might be one of the last attacks. POFC's holding defense, defensive line. Jake McKenzie runs through the middle. Kolby saw him, tried to get a flick on, but was pressured too quickly. Javi tries to get it through two, does. Flick, puts it onto Dom. Dom strength through one, is taken down, is given the
gotta
penalty.
call that.
It's not a penalty kick, it's outside the box.
Right outside the box.
Right outside the box, but it's going to be dangerous. Dom's strength again, through two, through three. They have to take his feet out and foul him so that he doesn't get through them. Love to see a strong kick on this.
Who's
Tall
going to take this
goalkeeper.
kick, do you think?
I'd like to see Jake McKenzie take it.
Looks
wanna
like
see-
Colby's going to take it.
I want to see Dom over the ball. Dom's going to probably run in from the right, though. Kolby might be over it, but Jake McKenzie's strike is pretty.
We got nobody in the box. Let's get some guys in the box here in case there's a deflection. What do you think?
I just want to go in the back of the net, Dave. Who needs a deflection?
Why didn't I think of that?
So now there's some sneak-ins. 1, 2, 5 in the wall. Stepped over. Shot by Kolby Juarez directly into the wall. Shot again! Rebound! Cyrus!
Oh, yeah!
Who does
He
that?
got his own rebound!
Who does
He
that?
got his own
He
rebound!
called it! Off the wall!
Disappearing
Directly
into the
back
lane.
to him. Bounces in front of him. Perfect strike into the side netting. Nobody saw it coming. Unstoppable.
There it is,
You
ladies
gotta
and
have a
gentlemen.
10-foot pole and you still
Two.
can't get to it.
To one!
Celebrations across the field.
It's the
We are
ugly
in
man
extra time.
strategy to a T.
Crossfire
you aim for the
knows it.
ugliest man in the lineup. You get the ricochet and you put it back in the net.
We're 4 minutes into extra time. I
Where
don't
is it?
expect. Crossfire
Let's
wants
get
to start the ball
beauty
quickly.
shot.
Gets called back. Crossfire wants to start
Kolby.
immediately. Steps back, 2-1.
They got everybody up.
Waning minutes. Keep every POFC
Gotta
wants to
keep
keep
your head
everything in
about
front
you.
of them.
Keep your head about
They're
you.
gonna push it into the box. You expect Hunter's underneath it, gonna kick it. Kicks it high and long. Jake McKenzie running on. There's the whistle.
There's
It's
the
over.
whistle!
Win.
David slays Goliath! David slays Goliath is down! Goliath goes down! Crossfire is out from the running! Port Orchard, the magic continues!
Win
Last year!
Sunday. Gonna be
Promoted
the
last year,
championship
and we're
game.
right back in the playoffs this year. That's how we do, PO. That's how it.
That
has
was
to
a
be.
game. They played the whole 90
It's got to be
minutes.
that way.
End
We
to
all know
end.
the David and Goliath story
Absorbed
ends with Goliath
pressure.
on the mat, on the ground like Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Love it.
2-1.
That's your final score, Dave. 2-1.
Wow. You know, you cannot ask for a more exciting ball.
From both teams, I gotta
Yeah.
give it up. It was well played
Yeah.
soccer. It was very pretty soccer.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. I enjoyed more that
yeah.
that Marina Blue is going on.
Hey, Kolby, you're the hero of the game, Kolby, but I'm giving the game ball to Jordan Hadden.
I'm still game ball to Jordan Hadden. Made the saves that he had to. Made the saves that nobody else could.
The
Kept it out.
coveted DAVEspn game ball.
DAVEspn game ball. Wow. Absolutely amazing.
Devano goes out of the match at the end. Our ace striker up top goes out. Is all hope lost? No, all hope is not lost.
The two heroes. Unreal.
Kolby
putback.
comes in. He's getting, there we go. There's
That
the
putback.
hero of the match.
Unreal.
And the DAVEspn game ball recipient. That, ladies and gentlemen, take a picture of that, frame it, put it up in the living room. Woo! What a match. We'll see you on Sunday for the championship against who? Who won that other match?
The game's still going on. You flick the
Still
camera
going
up.
on over there.
I bet they're in extra time.
They
Probably
are
tied 1-1.
battling to see who has the privilege of facing David
POFC.
next Sunday. Beautiful.
Quick game huddle.
All
Congratulations
right,
all around.
ladies and gentlemen. I
Thank you
hate
for
to
that,
say
Dave.
goodbye. I want to enjoy this moment, but
Wow, yeah.
I got some leftover spaghetti and a bowl of ice cream waiting at home, and I haven't eaten yet. So, all right, Caleb. Great calling the game with you as
Hey.
usual.
Safe travels to everyone, and see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.